Laws of exponent. First we recall exponents. What are exponents? Exponents are also called index or power. For example, we have a number 8 raised to the power 2 or 8 square. 8 has power 2. So here 2 is the exponent or also called index and power. 8 is the base. Now we start the laws of exponents. What are the laws? First law is number 1, law of sum of powers or sum of exponents, we can also say. For example, we have a base x with power m multiply by x with base x with power n. So when multiplying like bases, their powers will be added. For example, here x, we keep x same and their powers will be added. We have an example. For example, we have x square multiply by 4 cube. So we have same bases, so we keep the base same 4 and their powers will be added. So it becomes 4 power 5. Next we have another law, law of quotient of powers with same base. For example, we have a base x with power m divided by base x with power n. Here when we have two bases which are dividing with each other, so we keep same base and their powers will be subtracted with each other. For example, m minus n. We have another example for this law, x with power 4 divided by x with power 2. So here we also write x same and their powers will be subtracted. It becomes power 2. So we have another law of zero power. Anything raised to the zero power is 1. For example, x with power m divided by again x with power m. We know that when we divide the same bases with powers, their powers will be subtracted with each other. Here we have same powers and same bases, so we keep the base same x and their powers minus with each other, so they cancel and x become 0 and x with power 0 is always 1. Another example we have, for example, 2 cube divided by 2 cube, we keep the same base, their powers minus, they cancel, and 2 raised to the power 0, so it is equal to 1. Whenever there is 0 power, the value, its value is 1. Next, law of negative power. For example, we have base x cube divided by x raised to the power 7. Here also we keep the base same and their power minus 3 minus 7. So there is negative power, which is minus 5. Sorry, minus 4. Minus 4. So here when the base raised to negative power, we reciprocal it. For example, keep the exponent with the base and remove the negative sign. Reciprocal means we get the reciprocal of this number. For example, we divide the number by x4 and remove the negative sign. So this is called reciprocal. Upside down. We have another example. For example, we have 2 cube divided by 2 raised to the power 6. So here also keep the base same and subtract 3 minus 6. Here comes 2 minus 3. Also we do reciprocal of this number. This number will divide by 2, but their power remain negative, their power change to positive sign. We remove the power of minus. Another law of power of power. For example, we have a base x square, again square. Power of power means there are 2 powers, means x square is multiplied 2 times with itself. So when there is power of power, so we keep the base and multiply their powers. It will be x4. When raising a base with a power to another power, keep the base same and multiply the exponents. Again, next, law of power of product. For example, x power m multiply by y power m. Here we can write it as x multiply by y and power m, because both have same power, so we can write it like this also. For example, we have a number 3 square multiply by 5 square. Here also we have bases which are different but their powers are same, so in this case we can write 3 multiply by 5 whole square. Power of the product, it means the power of the product. Next, law of power of quotient. For example, when raising a fraction to power, for example, x base with power m divided by y with power m, both are dividing with each other, so we can write it in bracket. For example, x upon y power m, because both the numerator and denominator have same power, so we can write it like this way. For example, 2 with power 5 upon 3 with power 5. Bases are different but their powers are same. These are in fraction, so we can write it in fraction 2 upon 3 with power 5. Next, law of fractional exponents. If the base has power of fraction, for example, we have a base, it has power in fraction form like this, or x with power 1 over 4 or x with power 2 over 3. So for example, we have x 1 over n. So a fractional exponent like 1 over n means to take the nth root. We can write it as nth root of x. Or for example, x with power m upon n. Here the base has fractional exponent m upon n. The fraction m upon n can be broken into two parts, the whole number part which is m and the fraction part which is 1 over n. We can write this m upon n fraction which can be broken into two parts. M is the whole number part and n which is written as denominator, so we can write it as 1 upon n. It is the fraction part. So because m upon n is equal to m multiply by 1 over n, we can do this as if we have x power in fraction m upon n, so we can write it as x m multiply by 1 over n, or x m 1 over n, or nth root of x with power m. We can write it as this. And then another example we have, for example, we have 27 with power 1 over 3, so we can write it as 3 root of 27 which is equal to 3.